diets out there, but they contradict each other. Yet all experts agree we should eat a diet rich in fruits and vegetables. Whole fruits and vegetables are the perfect fuel to power the cells in your body, giving you the stamina you need to handle your day-to-day activities. And that's what Balance of Nature is. Whole fruits and vegetables delivered to you in a convenient capsule form for only 22 cents a serving. Our proprietary blend has no additives or fillers, just the full nutritional value of a variety of 31 different fruits and vegetables. Balance of Nature provides you with a natural energy boost without a caffeine crash, a 3 o'clock slump, or an early bedtime. Experience the Balance of Nature difference for yourself by going to balanceofnature.com or by calling 1-800-2468-751 and use discount code USA.
The Ocala Golf Club, one of Ocala's premier golf courses, from its pristine 18-hole course layout to its amazing pro shop. Jason Linhart and the staff at Ocala Golf offer everything that you need for your golf outing. That's the Ocala Golf Club. Experience country club style golf at municipal prices. You won't go wrong with the Ocala Golf Club. Call them for a tee time today, 352-401-6917.
There's a staycation right here in town. It's Super 8 Motel Ocala, right down the road on 40, just west of I-75. And they're pet friendly. Have truck parking, free breakfast,
Yum, yum.
a swimming pool, a kiddie pool, and veterans get 10% off. It's a staycation at Super 8 Ocala. Call today, Super 8 Ocala, at 352-629-8794. Again, 352-629-8794.
Finally, shipping made easy. Just Ship is your answer to your shipping aggravation. They come pick up your package and ship it for you. Birthday gifts, eBay sales, or an online return. Just Ship can handle all of them for you. Act now and you can save 20% on an annual subscription, which will take you through the 2020 holiday months. Go to www.justship.net now and take the aggravation out of shipping.
The NFL alumni is sponsoring a Clay for Kids sporting event to benefit Champions for Champions. The event will take place at the Robinson Ranch in Inglis, Florida on Saturday, October 24th. Call 866-996-2182 for details. The NFL alumni will provide gift bags, breakfast, lunch, and prizes. Call 866-996-2182 for details. Clay for Kids. Call 866-996-2182 for details. Hosted by the NFL alumni.
Brick City Creative Group is your one-stop multimedia destination. With the experience our team has, not many can really tell a story like we do. Specializing in live broadcasting, promo reels, film, and social media. No matter the story, we've got you covered with some of the best professionals in the industry. Your story is our mission. Find us on the web at brickcitycreativegroup.com or on Facebook at Brick City Creatives.
Howdy folks, RL here for Dairy Queen again to tell you about what's hot and what's not. Dairy Queen has some of the best char-grilled chicken breasts on earth, as well as their chicken breast salad. And the burgers are exceptional, cooked on a real grill for the best flavor and less fat. And for dessert, blizzards are unequaled. Personally, banana split is my all-time favorite. Dairy Queen Silver Springs, where we always treat you like kings and queens.
This is Ocala Talks with Tom Schmitz, bringing stories that are important to our community in and around Ocala. Plus, of course, a splash of sports as well. Now, here's your host, Tom.
Good Monday morning. Welcome to Ocala Talks with Tom Schmitz. I am your host, Tom Schmitz, coming to you live from the palatial studios of WOCA Radio, right here in the Brick City, beautiful Ocala, Florida. We're right outside of the food court entrance to the Paddock Mall. Come by the fishbowl window, wave, hey, say you can see, because I want to know people, besides people just named Joe Martone can see me and hear me. So, hi, Joe. Joe's in the back room there keeping a close eye on me. Something about he doesn't trust my skills or something. I don't know what that is. I don't know what skills are, so I don't know how he would trust them if I don't even know what they are. It is Monday, October 12th. If you are looking for the Mike Gallagher Show, you are 2 weeks too late. I am. This is my second full week back on the radio. That's right. I'm back. And I'm here to tell you that you may be hearing more of me. I don't know. We have some discussions going on, so you never know how much more you'll be able to take of me. The number to reach out and talk to me today is 622-9622. Today is Monday. It's a recap Monday. We're going to talk about the stories over the weekend, get your feedback on those things that concern Marion County and Ocala. Some stirrings in Dunellen. I saw some conversations about maybe there's a move to stack the city council in Dunellen. I'll do some looking into that over the next week or so and try to get that story to you. I know that today, Wesley Wilcox and his group at the Marion County Supervisor of Elections are testing the election machines. They have a public testing of voting equipment for the general election. Florida law requires testing to be conducted on all voting equipment to be used in the election prior to election. The public testing of the equipment to be used in general election will be performed today at 3:30 p.m. At 3 o'clock. 3 p.m. All meetings of the canvassing board are open to the public. It will be conducted at the Supervisor of Elections office at the Election Center. That's on Northeast 16th Street in Ocala. The public LNA test will involve testing all vote-by-mail tabulators, a sample of Election Day, early voting and ADA equipment, and the actual ballot that will be used in the election. A pre-audit ballot test deck will be predetermined number of valid votes for each candidate will be tabulated. The canvassing board will certify the accuracy of the test and the voting equipment. It'll be secured in its state of the readiness until the opening of the polls. For more information about this, you can call 352-620-3290. So they're going to do the test as required by law, the logic and accuracy test on all the voting equipment to be used in this year's elections. Wesley Wilcox and his staff are going to be doing that at the Supervisor of Elections office at Election Center. That's on Northeast 16th Street. Right here in Ocala. So if you want to go see that to put your mind at ease and everything's above board, although Wesley Wilcox and his staff do a great job, in my opinion. So, I know he catches some gruff sometimes, but, running an election board is a hard thing. Running the Supervisor of Elections. Elections are no fun. Renewable Management Service of Riviera Beach will present the $100 million project dubbed Dunellen Farm Solar, this according to Ocala.com, during the Marion County Commission's Planning and Zoning meeting on October 20th. They seek a special use permit for land now zoned for general agriculture to move ahead on the project. The company wants to build a 74.9 megawatt solar facility on nearly 1,100 acres of vacant land adjacent to the Withlacoochee River. While part of the property lies in Citrus County, the solar panels would occupy about 300 acres of land lying within the city of Dunellen and Marion County. John Taylor, the director of the project development for Renewable Management Services, said the company would shepherd the project through initial approval stages and later sell the project to another company, possibly Duke Energy, to complete the build-out. If successful, the power plant would go online sometime between 2022 and 2023. Kingston Property currently owns the land, which is tied to William Stavola. Kingston purchased the property for just under $5 million from M.J. Stavola Farms in 2007. Taylor said the location of the proposed facility is near an electric substation in the area, which has the capacity for more power. So they're looking to build a big solar farm, a 300-acre solar panel farm in Dunellen, dubbed the Dunellen Farm Solar. That's a renewable management service of Riviera Beach. $100 million project. They want a special use for the permit because it's zoned agriculture, and they need it zoned something besides agriculture to put this in. But, solar power, you always, every now and then you hear solar power coming back, and I've never understood, we're the Sunshine State, why solar is not more affordable, but some people say it's because of the fossil fuel lobbyists. Who knows? So, but do you think that's a good use? Do you think that's something good for Denellen to put in a $100 million, 74.9 megawatt solar facility on a plot of land? It's vacant land now. It's just sitting out there nobody's using it, so it's just vacant. Also, the World Equestrian Center and the Marion County government are at odds on how to best supply water to the planned large-scale development, even as World Equestrian Center wants to expand its footprints. Originally, RLR Investments agreed to build a regional drinking plant to supply the estimated 2.4 million gallons per day of water the WEC would consume, plus service other nearby residents. However, the developer is now backing away from that agreement and is asking the county to allow it to build the plant piecemeal. The county holds it delaying the full build-out could leave the area short of water. The water issue is a major sticking point in negotiations for amendments to the agreement ahead of the developer's plan to significantly grow the commercial aspects of the horse-centric community, which will feature a grand horse show facility. We all know where the facility is, out off 80th and 27. While the county commission has not voted to allow the expansion, there are amendments that are trying to be agreed on. During the meeting on Tuesday, county staff mentioned that the opening of the WEC facility would be delayed. Jimmy Gooding, who represents the developer, RLR Investments, didn't have any and he didn't even touch on the subject. Several calls to the developer have not been returned. Were not immediately returned Wednesday to the Star Banner. The companies behind the development are led by trucking magnate Larry Roberts, we know, who also owns Golden Ocala, also R&L Trucking and Abco Trucking. Under the proposed plan, the WEC would grow by about 1,000 acres to an area total area of about 4,200, including property north of US 27. The original WEC plan included land between US 27 and State Road 40 between Northwest 80th and Northwest 110th. The developer did remove about 100 acres located in the farmland preservation area north of US 27. While the number of homes remains at just below 2,400, commercial space increases to 4 million square feet, up from 525,000 square feet in the original plan. Hotel rooms could top out at 1,350, up from 385 in the original plan. Seating at the WEC equestrian venues would also increase from about 10,000 to 13,500. But the water is what's really the sticking point here. David Tillman, the engineer of the project, said the developer would rather build the facility as needed, or barring that, ask the county to provide a cap on the amount he would spend on the plant. We don't have to put in the entire water plant. You can say that's short-sighted, but if you did the planning and the things you did put in place are useful for the future, that's not unreasonable. That's planning. It reduces the cost that comes out of pocket of my client, but it's all infrastructure that can be used in the future. Jody Kirkman, the county's environmental services director, said the plan they are proposing would not create new water flow. It would pump water from an existing well. It does not improve or create additional water supply. In my opinion, you're kicking the can, said Kirkman. You're going to need that supply. We're going to get in the site where you're going to hold up development if we don't do this fast enough. Kathy Bryant, commission chair, suggested the two sides get back to settling the remaining issues before bringing the amendment agreement back. So it looks like water is going to be a problem. It looks like the original plan for the WEC development to build a self-sustaining water plant, they don't want to do that now. They want to do it halfway and do it as needed. Who decides what's needed and how quick that shortage can come up? It just seems to me that there's a lot of moving parts here that they're figuring out on the fly. And when you're dealing with billion-dollar thing, because it's going to bring $1 billion of revenue before it's all over. I just think the original plans called for a water treatment, a water system. Put the water system in. Tell me what you think. 622-9622. We're going to take a break. When we come back, I saw this story over the weekend, and now I've done a little more investigative work into it. It's a sickening story. And I got questions on who knew what and when they knew it. I'll talk to you next about that. You're listening to 1370 AM, 96.3 FM, WOCA, The Source. The Ocala Golf Club, one of Ocala's premier golf courses, from its pristine 18-hole course layout to its amazing pro shop. Jason Linhart and the staff at Ocala Golf offer everything that you need for your golf outing. That's the Ocala Golf Club. Experience country club style golf at municipal prices. You won't go wrong with the Ocala Golf Club. Call them for a tee time today, 352-401-6917.
There's a staycation right here in town. It's Super 8 Motel Ocala, right down the road on 40, just west of I-75. And they're pet friendly. Have truck parking, free breakfast,
Yum, yum.
a swimming pool, a kiddie pool, and veterans get 10% off. It's a staycation at Super 8 Ocala. Call today, Super 8 Ocala, at 352-629-8794. Again, 352-629-8794.
Finally, shipping made easy. Just Ship is your answer to your shipping aggravation. They come pick up your package and ship it for you. Birthday gifts, eBay sales, or an online return. Just Ship can handle all of them for you. Act now and you can save 20% on an annual subscription, which will take you through the 2020 holiday months. Go to www.justship.net now and take the aggravation out of shipping.
The NFL alumni is sponsoring a Clay for Kids sporting event to benefit Champions for Champions. The event will take place at the Robinson Ranch in Inglis, Florida on Saturday, October 24th. Call 866-996-2182 for details. The NFL alumni will provide gift bags, breakfast, lunch, and prizes. Call 866-996-2182 for details. Clay for Kids. Call 866-996-2182 for details. Hosted by the NFL alumni. You're getting ready to move and you work hard. That's why you call Two Men in a Truck, 352-289-0666. You need pros. Trained professional moving experts to do the heavy lifting for you. That's why you call Two Men in a Truck, 352-289-0666. They care about your things as much as you do, and they do it fast and right. That's why you call Two Men in a Truck, 352-289-0666. Visit twomeninatruck.com and get moving.
2 Men in a Truck.
Brick City Creative Group is your one-stop multimedia destination. With the experience our team has, not many can really tell a story like we do. Specializing in live broadcasting, promo reels, film, and social media. No matter the story, we've got you covered with some of the best professionals in the industry. Your story is our mission. Find us on the web at brickcitycreativegroup.com or on Facebook at Brick City Creatives.
Howdy, folks. RL here for Dairy Queen again to tell you about what's hot and what's not. Dairy Queen has some of the best char-grilled chicken breasts on earth, as well as their chicken breast salad. And the burgers are exceptional, cooked on a real grill for the best flavor and less fat. And for dessert, blizzards are unequaled. Personally, banana split is my all-time favorite. Dairy Queen Silver Springs, where we always treat you like kings and queens.
Last week in the WOCA High School Football Game of the Week, presented by McCarson Electric, proudly serving Marion County for over 30 years. McCarson Electric for all of your commercial, industrial, and residential needs. Call McCarson Electric at 352-812-4486. The Westport Wolfpack fell to 2-1 in their loss to the Knights.
Decent kick, end over end. Rucker's going to catch it on the fly at his own 45. He stutter steps. He's going to run by Seidel, and then he jumps and jukes. He's got one man to beat to the end zone. Touchdown, Trevante Rucker.
And that's why he's going to Florida.
This week, the Wolfpack are back home as they face the Lake Weir Hurricanes. It's the High School Football Game of the Week, presented by McCarson Electric. Pregame starts at 6:30. Kickoff is at 7. So join me, Galen Unold, and John Ivory for the High School Football Game of the Week. Lake Weir at Westport. And you can hear it all right here on WOCA, The Source.
Welcome back to Ocala Talks with Tom Schmitz. On a recap Monday, we went over a few stories that were in the local headlines over the weekend. here in Ocala. If you got an opinion on any of those stories or you got something you want to talk about, give me a call, 622-9622. We'll take your calls right here on the air. That's 622-9622 to get your thoughts in. Real quick, before we get to the story I want to talk about, it's going to take probably a segment or so. I want to tell you again that there's a public testing of voting equipment for the general election. If you're worried about voter fraud or anything like that, there's something that Wesley Wilcox and his group at the Marion County Supervisors of Elections do every year as required by law. They test the logic and accuracy test to be conducted on all the voting equipment to be used in an election prior to the election. 100% of our state-certified voting equipment is rigorously tested to verify that they will accurately examine, count, and record ballots. The public testing of the equipment to be used in the general election will be performed today at 3 p.m. All meetings of the canvassing board are open to the public and will be conducted at the Supervisor of Elections office on 16th Street in Ocala. The public LNA test will involve testing all of the vote by mail tabulators, a sample of Election Day, early voting, and ADA equipment, and actual ballots that will be used in the election. So the testing of voting equipment for the general election takes place today. If you want to go witness it yourself, it's at 3 p.m. at the Supervisor of Elections office, 16th Street, Ocala, Florida. Now, we don't have a whole lot of time to get into this whole story. We got about 6-7 minutes, and this story is going to take a moment. But I'm going to get the gist of the story to you, and then we'll talk about it on the other side of the break. This story broke over the weekend, and being a former teacher, it concerns me. A former elementary school substitute teacher accused of touching one of her past students has been charged with lewd and lascivious molestation on a victim under 12. Christina Ruby Sanchez Rodriguez declined to speak to Detective Frank Scala of the Marion County Sheriff's Office when he visited the Northeast Ocala residence of the 27-year-old woman on Friday. Sanchez Rodriguez was arrested by the detective, transported to Marion County Jail. Jail records show she was booked in at 10:01 p.m. and released at 9:36 a.m. on Saturday. No one answered the door at the home on Saturday morning when reporters went to try to get a comment. Before she was taken into custody, the alleged 8-year-old victim was interviewed at Kimberly Center for Child Protection by a case coordinator. The boy told the official that Sanchez Rodriguez took him from the lunchroom to her classroom, would let him use her phone. He claimed Sanchez Rodriguez touched his private area more than once. He said she told him not to tell anyone that she liked him like a boyfriend, according to the report. The alleged victim said Sanchez Rodriguez would give him gifts such as a necklace, ask him not to tell anyone. The alleged incident took place 2 years ago when the boy was 6, according to authorities. The day before the boy's interview on Thursday with the case coordinator, Scala talked with the principal of Evergreen Elementary, where Sanchez Rodriguez was a substitute teacher. The principal said she had spoken with Sanchez Rodriguez about removing the alleged victim from her class 2 years ago. The principal said Sanchez was upset and told her she would quit her job if the boy was taken from her class. The child was taken from Sanchez Rodriguez's class, and she quit. A teacher told Scala she saw Sanchez Rodriguez on several occasions taking the alleged victim from the lunchroom to Sanchez Rodriguez's classroom. The teacher said when she went to Sanchez Rodriguez's classroom, the boy was playing with Sanchez Rodriguez's phone under the desk, the teacher's desk. She said Sanchez Rodriguez would always pay special attention to the alleged victim. The allegations were reported after the boy was told those close to him that Sanchez Rodriguez had touched him inappropriately on his private parts when he was in her class. He said he told her not to touch him and she would get upset and ignore him during class. The boy claimed that Rodriguez also touched another boy in a bad way. When the boy found out Sanchez Rodriguez was going to teach a member of his family, he got upset. He confided his ordeal to a family friend. They told law enforcement. A family member told officials that Sanchez Rodriguez would take out the alleged victim. One day, the boy told the family member he did not even want to go out with the former teacher. The same family member said the boy would come home with gifts, including games, cologne, and a necklace with the words, "I love you." A school official said on Saturday that Sanchez Rodriguez was suspended when the allegations surfaced. Sheriff's officials believe there may be more victims and are asking the public to call Detective Scala at 352-368-3548 if they know of anyone who may have been a victim. This is a very disturbing story. If true, all these are allegations until a person has their time in a court of law. So no one is presumed guilty or innocent until proven guilty. That's one of the reasons we live in the great country we do, is because everyone is presumed innocent until otherwise. But here's just some problems with this. I'll point out some problems, and you can give me a call, 622-9622, with your thoughts on this story, any story we're talking about today. This surfaced this week, but it happened 2 years ago. The 8-year-old said that he came forward because he found out Sanchez Rodriguez was going to be teaching another close family member. Now, Rodriguez quit her job at Evergreen Elementary, but we don't know where she's teaching now, if at all, or was teaching before her arrest. So that's troubling to me. Let's go to the phone call. Take caller. Hi, caller. Who's this?
Let's go to the phone call. Take caller. Hi, caller. Who's this?
Turn your radio down, please.
These are not high school dropouts that teach our children. These are college graduates.
Yes.
It is reasonable to expect more from a college graduate than what has been described here. What do they teach these folks in college?
Well,
that's not what I learned back in the day.
If this is true,
I'll hang up.
If these charges, thanks for the call, Jim, if these charges are proved to be accurate, this is a monster who preys on children. It doesn't matter whether they're college educated, high school educated, or have a doctorate. A predator is a predator. I don't know that these allegations are 100% true. This young lady will have her day in court. But it is concerning to me that it happened to a 6-year-old. And experts will tell you that it's unusual to have, although you hear about the teachers the high school teachers who have relations with their 15 and 16-year-old boys, and the women are like 26, 27. People go, how does that ever happen? You see that much more frequently than a female molesting a child under the age of 12, or at least it seems that way to me. But she was 25 when these allegations allegedly happened. The victim was 6. I got some major issues with other parts of the story that I'm gonna have to bring up after the break, because there's some red flags in this story to me that make me go, what in the world was going on? I'll tell you what those are coming up after the break. It is your chance to get in on a Monday recap Monday. 622-9622 is the number to reach out and talk with me. We are an interactive group here that wants to hear what you think about Marion County and what affects you on your daily lives. This is Ocala Talks. If you were looking for Mike Gallagher, this is my second full week back, so Mike Gallagher is not here at 11 a.m. anymore on WOCA. We're going to take a quick timeout. When we come back from this timeout, we'll talk more about this story of an alleged molestation by a teacher on a child under the age of 12. I just don't understand what causes a person to do that. But we'll talk more about this coming up after the break. 1370 AM, 96.3 FM, WOCA, The Source.
Broadcasting from the Paddock Mall Studios, this is WOCA, Ocala, Gainesville, The Villages, 1370 AM, 96.3 FM, The Source.
USA Radio News with Tim Berg.
The White House and Congress have restarted last-ditch talks toward a coronavirus relief deal that includes a second round of stimulus checks. White House economic advisor Larry Kudlow says President Trump is open to making a deal with Democrats.
President Trump actually has always said, I've heard him say it in the Oval, As far as the key elements are concerned, the checks, the unemployment assistance, the small business assistance, we've got to help airlines out, he would go further. He's always said that. He knows that we need as much power for economic recovery as possible.
Senators on the Senate Judiciary Committee are continuing to make opening statements in the confirmation hearing for Supreme Court nominee Amy Coney Barrett. Judicial Committee Chairman Lindsey Graham saying the nation's important business must continue even during the coronavirus pandemic. This is USA Radio News.
Are you struggling with addiction or alcohol problems? If you're depressed, drinking, and using drugs, you may need help. And the Affordable Care Act guarantees coverage of substance abuse.
I knew I could get myself out of this. I just needed some hope and some help.
I took the first step to recovery when I made the call.
Call the Addiction Hope and Helpline now for a free assessment with someone who cares. Call 800-854-1055. 800-854-1055.
I feel like I'm losing control. I'm afraid I'll lose my job or even my family.
Call now for hope and help with proven, gentle recovery programs.
I never thought that I could be somebody who didn't drink and use drugs.
I'm in recovery, getting the help I need.
Call the Addiction Hope and Helpline now for a free assessment with someone who cares. Call 800-854-1055. 800-854-1055. 800-854-1055.
The Ocala Golf Club, one of Ocala's premier golf courses, from its pristine 18-hole course layout to its amazing pro shop. Jason Linhart and the staff at Ocala Golf offer everything that you need for your golf outing. That's the Ocala Golf Club. Experience country club style golf at municipal prices. You won't go wrong with the Ocala Golf Club. Call them for a tee time today, 352-401-6917.
There's a staycation right here in town. It's Super 8 Motel Ocala, right down the road on 40, just west of I-75. And they're pet friendly. Have truck parking, free breakfast,
Yum, yum.
a swimming pool, a kiddie pool, and veterans get 10% off. It's a staycation at Super 8 Ocala. Call today, Super 8 Ocala, at 352-629-8794. Again, 352-629-8794.
Finally, shipping made easy. Just Ship is your answer to your shipping aggravation. They come pick up your package and ship it for you. Birthday gifts, eBay sales, or an online return. Just Ship can handle all of them for you. Act now and you can save 20% on an annual subscription, which will take you through the 2020 holiday months. Go to www.justship.net now and take the aggravation out of shipping.
The NFL alumni is sponsoring a Clay for Kids sporting event to benefit Champions for Champions. The event will take place at the Robinson Ranch in Inglis, Florida on Saturday, October 24th. Call 866-996-2182 for details. The NFL alumni will provide gift bags, breakfast, lunch, and prizes. Call 866-996-2182 for details. Clay for Kids. Call 866-996-2182 for details. Hosted by the NFL alumni. You're getting ready to move and you work hard. That's why you call Two Men in a Truck, 352-289-0666. You need pros. Trained professional moving experts to do the heavy lifting for you. That's why you call Two Men in a Truck, 352-289-0666. They care about your things as much as you do, and they do it fast and right. That's why you call Two Men in a Truck, 352-289-0666. Visit twomeninatruck.com and get moving.
2 Men in a Truck.
Brick City Creative Group is your one-stop multimedia destination. With the experience our team has, not many can really tell a story like we do. Specializing in live broadcasting, promo reels, film, and social media. No matter the story, we've got you covered with some of the best professionals in the industry. Your story is our mission. Find us on the web at brickcitycreativegroup.com or on Facebook at Brick City Creatives.
Howdy, folks. RL here for Dairy Queen again to tell you about what's hot and what's not. Dairy Queen has some of the best char-grilled chicken breasts on earth, as well as their chicken breast salad. And the burgers are exceptional, cooked on a real grill for the best flavor and less fat. And for dessert, blizzards are unequaled. Personally, banana split is my all-time favorite. Dairy Queen Silver Springs, where we always treat you like kings and queens.
Welcome back to Ocala Talks. I'm your host, Tom Schmitz. We're talking about a very disturbing story. Even Joe Martone heard it. He had to come in because he wants to. He was like, "Did I hear that right?" So I'm going to recap it for those who may have missed it. Just a quick, brief recap. A former elementary substitute teacher is accused of touching one of her past students. She's been charged with lewd and lascivious molestation on a victim under 12. Christina Ruby Sanchez Rodriguez declined to speak to detectives. When she was visited on Friday, she was arrested and detectives were transported to the Marion County Jail. Before she was taken into custody, the alleged 8-year-old victim was interviewed at Kimberly Center. The boy told officials that Rodriguez would take him from the lunchroom to her classroom, let him use her phone. He claimed that she touched his private parts more than once. She said she told him not to tell anyone because she liked him like a boyfriend. This according to the police report. The alleged victim said Sanchez Rodriguez would give him gifts such as necklaces, ask him not to tell anyone. All these incidents took place when the boy was 6. The day before the boy's interview on Thursday, Ocala talked with the principal at Evergreen Elementary, where Sanchez Rodriguez was a substitute teacher. Said she spoke with Sanchez Rodriguez about moving the alleged victim from his class. Rodriguez said if you did that, she would quit. The teacher told the boy was subsequently removed from her class, and she did quit her job as a substitute teacher at Evergreen. A teacher told Ocala she saw Sanchez Rodriguez on several occasions take the alleged victim from the lunchroom to her classroom. The teacher said when she went to Rodriguez's classroom, the boy was playing with Rodriguez's phone under the desk, the teacher's desk. She said Sanchez Rodriguez would always pay special attention to the alleged victim. The allegations were reported after a boy told those close to him that Rodriguez had touched him inappropriately. He said he told her not to touch him and she would get upset and ignore him during class. The boy claimed Rodriguez also touched another boy in a bad way. When the boy found out Sanchez Rodriguez was going to teach a member of his family, he got upset. He confided his ordeal to a family friend. A family member told officials that Rodriguez would take the alleged victim out on outings. One day, the boy told the family member he didn't going to go with the former teacher. The same family member said the boy would come home with gifts, including games, cologne, and a necklace with the words, "I love you." Sheriff officials believe there may be more victims and are asking the public to call Detective Ocala at 352-368-3548. 622-9622, the number to call if you have an opinion on this. Joe, I know you got a few opinions, but let me point out a red flag to me. There's 2 red flags that are pointed out to me. A teacher told the detective she saw Sanchez Rodriguez on several occasions take a 6-year-old victim from the lunchroom to her classroom. Then when she went one day to follow up on these several times she or he had watched her take him out of the classroom, she found the victim under the teacher's desk. Then a family member said Rodriguez would take the alleged victim all the time. One day he said he didn't want to go. The same family member said the boy come home with gifts including games, cologne, and a necklace with the words, "I love you." How does this happen to a 6-year-old and a teacher who sees numerous times that the 6-year-old was taken, doesn't do anything, and a family member on numerous occasions this kid's taken away by this woman who allegedly is being a child molester to him and brings him in. Who brings a 6-year-old back with a necklace that says "I love you" and cologne? What the hell is wrong with people?
First of all, it shouldn't have been several times. After the first time.
Thank you.
There you go. That's number one. Number 2, why?
What is a 6-year-old going to offer a woman?
I said, why? You know, it's like, excuse me? You know, and now she's in the Golden Gate motel, right?
No, she bonded out Saturday morning.
Bonded out?
Yep, bonded out Saturday morning.
That makes no sense.
Arrested, booked in at 10:01 p.m. Friday night, bonded out at 9:36 a.m. Saturday morning.
Why should they shouldn't even?
Somebody set bond for her. Judge set bond.
Why? There you go.
We'd have to look into that.
Why? That should be another red flag.
But
a child molester let out on bond. That makes about as much sense as screen doors in a submarine.
A teacher told Detective Scholar she saw Sanchez Rodriguez on several occasions taking the 6-year-old victim from the lunchroom to her classroom.
This horse is being beat to death. I tell you what. You get a child molester in jail. Bail, no such thing. You want to go to court? You want counseling? Maybe after, but you don't get out of jail. Why? So you can go do it again somewhere else?
Well, my question is, why did it take 2 years for the boy to find out she was going to teach one of his friends or family members something, so he got upset and said something to somebody? 2 years ago, the principal thought there was enough to go tell her we were going to remove the boy from your class. She goes, if you do that, I'll quit.
Well, quit.
Well, shouldn't that have run a flag up the flagpole that something was amiss?
The flagpole should have bent. This thing on.
I mean,
I'm kidding.
It just...
I know.
I don't understand how...
So for 2 years it's been going on, right?
No. It happened 2 years ago.
Oh, so the kid's 8
He just said something now because he found out a family member was going to be taught by her, and he was worried she might do the same thing. Is the way the story goes.
Now, let me ask you this. 6 years old, 2 years went by, he's 8 years old. In that time span, have they been together since?
I see the story doesn't say whether they have or not, because it says that she's been to the house to pick the boy up on several occasions to take him off. And he brings him back with games, cologne, and a necklace that says, I love you.
Okay, there's a lot of red flags, is number one. Number two, I don't know the situation. Is he living with parents? Is he living in a foster home? Where's this kid living? The teacher comes over, a female teacher comes over and says, I want to take your 7-year-old out with me. Is that okay with you? Huh? You been on a field trip with the rest of the kids? Oh, no, just me and him. Huh?
Yeah.
Here's a frying
you're
pan.
20,
Slap you in the
you're
face
25, 26 years old. You don't have somebody you can hang out with that's not 6.
Yeah. A few digits missing there.
There's a whole lot of things that went wrong here from teachers that...
Look up her picture.
I did look up her picture.
And?
Yeah. Strawberry blonde woman.
Okay.
You know, not overly attractive, not overly
not ugly.
Ugly either. Average looking woman. A woman that could be standing right outside the studio right now.
Yeah.
And you would think she was a normal, average female.
Well, she
of
could
about
be
20,
out there because she's out on bail.
About 25, 26 years old. So no, it wasn't. It's not there's no rhyme or reason. I just don't. We got a phone call.
I got a related one. Hang on to the phone. Hang on, listener. For one second.
One second.
One quick second. This happened. A man.
Right.
Looked under a stall in a little girl's
room.
Call
back.
All right. Looked under the stall in a little girl's room. Right.
Right.
The parents got him, beat the living out of him, and was standing around him for the cops to come pick him up.
Certainly.
He was sitting, and they got a picture of him in the grass, face all beat in.
Certainly.
Right? Now, he just peeked under there, and the doors were locked, everything was locked.
Certainly.
So it's like, okay, there you go.
Well, I don't understand. It's a double standard, it seems like.
Oh,
let's go to the phones. Hi, caller. Who's this?
My name's Sino. Just to kind of add a little bit of context to this, guys. I've dealt with stuff like this in the past. I'm not a medical health professional or anything like that. But first of all, she's a substitute teacher. She is not required to be a college graduate. So let's get that out of the way. Anybody can be a substitute teacher as long as you have a high school diploma, as far as I understand.
Yes,
That's
but now, real quick before you do that, though, there was a time in Marion County over the past 3 or 4 years where they were using college graduates with degrees as substitute teachers because it was a way to circumvent having to pay them benefits and everything. So she could have been a college graduate.
No, I have no doubt about that. But the other thing I really would wish to stress to everybody, usually people that do or are accused of things like this particular teacher is
allegedly,
whatever, she's innocent until she's proven guilty. But at the same time, usually they're exhibiting behaviors that they've had experience to them.
Oh, 100%. Most molesters, if you go back and look at their childhood, were molested at some time during their childhood or teenage years. That's a proven fact.
Exactly. That's a proven fact. And I'm not begging for sympathy for anybody that would do anything like that to a child. But at the same time, the system seems to not be really dealing with those kind of issues effectively. And I think we as a society need to start thinking about it a little bit more, because, you know, when the Catholic Church went through its thing, the Boy Scouts went through its thing, it was taboo to even talk about it or to even let it bring out. It's every part of society. But we shouldn't be ashamed to tackle those issues, do it with a heavy fist when it's necessary, but then at the same time, try to break the cycle at some point. This cycle has got to stop. It's not fair to the kids. It's not fair to the justice system. It's not fair to law enforcement. It's not fair to the society. So at some point, we've got to step it up a little bit and do the right thing as a society.
Well, there were so many, if you read the story, there were so many red flags, though, of teachers seeing her take the boy away on numerous occasions. She would come get the boy from his house and take him out on outings with his parents or uncles or aunts, whoever, knowing, and would bring him back with cologne and I love you messages and everything. It seems to be that the ball was dropped numerous times by a lot of people here.
And I couldn't agree with you more. I couldn't agree with you more. You know, and it's, I don't know if it's people just don't have resources to help them or don't have the family structure to help them. Whatever it is, you know, what's wrong is wrong, what's right is right, but how do you fix it? That's something all of us should really think about real hard and try to do things right. You're right about the red flags. My goodness, I mean, there's so many red flags going on. But if a teacher knew that, the teacher has a process, and it goes up the chain of command, and then once it goes up the chain of command, what happens then, who knows?
All right, thanks for the call.
All right, thank you.
He makes a good point. There is a chain of command. Things have to go up. And
well, like you said, the flags. You could have had a damn parade.
And the principal did go. The principal did go and tell her we were taking the boy out of the class, and I don't understand why this investigation took 2 years.
As soon as the principal found out.
Right. The principal went, and then she quit immediately. That's another red flag. If you come and say, look, people think you're spending too much time and showing too much special attention to this student, we're going to remove him from your class. If you remove him from my class, I'll quit.
Bye.
They removed him, and she quit. That should have been a red flag.
Oh, yeah? Now, after she quit, right, she's no longer a substitute teacher.
Right. My understanding, she's obviously going to teach somewhere because the boy got upset that she was going to teach somebody that was in his family.
But was she still seeing him? In other words, she quit the school.
It doesn't
she
say.
Back to the house and
doesn't say when the relationship, when the interaction stopped. Not relationship. When the interaction stopped. Does not delve into that. But what gets me is Detective Scala thinks there may be more victims.
Yeah, sure.
You know, and the caller said that, you know, this molester, alleged molester, was probably molested sometime in their life. Yes, that is shown to happen more times than not. Yeah. And you have to stop the cycle somewhere.
Yeah.
But with this story, it seems like there were all kind of opportunities to stop this from getting out of control like it's allegedly is.
Yeah.
With school teachers noticing things, principals being involved, family members going, something doesn't seem right. Yet they all let it to allegedly continue.
Yeah.
I just...
It sickens me.
It makes no sense to me. And I guess that's what angers me, is things that I can't make sense of aggravate me. But this young woman, Sanchez Rodriguez, will have her day in court, although Joe believes she should sit in jail and rot until she gets her day in court.
That's right. Why would you put her out on the streets?
Because it's an allegation. It's not a proven fact. You can't incarcerate somebody unless it's a capital crime. Now, we could have the discussion on whether child molestation should be a capital crime or not. Because, you know, somebody goes, capital crime, you mean death penalty. Well.
Not death penalty, no.
No. I don't know. Some child molestation, because I'm a firm believer you don't put child molesters in jail.
No, they're going to get a...
You get a sandwich board. Remember the old sandwich boards that when you would go into the city, you'd see the guy walking up and down the sidewalk with a sandwich board on?
Yeah.
Today's special at Mel's Diner and everything. I think you get one of those sandwich boards, put it on the molester, says, here's the guy or girl who raped your little kid, and drop him off in the yard of the parents it happened in. We'll be back for the sign.
Yeah, we're back to the sign. Yeah. No, I don't. Well, first of all,
that's probably not nice of me to do that, is it?
No, politically incorrect. Good. Finally, somebody else doing something politically incorrect beside me. I don't believe in capital punishment. That's just me. But what I believe in is you kill somebody or you do something bad, you have a cell that's 8 by 10 and a slit at the bottom of the cell, and the food will be pushed in. And the tray will be taken out. All you get is a tray. You use your hands and fingers. In the corner is a potty hole.
Cruel and inhumane punishment, Joe.
No, it's not.
According to the federal courts, cruel and inhumane.
According to Joe, if you killed somebody, you don't get that anymore. I am sorry. You are out. All the rules are out the window. Cruel, no. You get there and no more. And, hey, what time is it?
Who cares?
No response.
None.
No. And let them go cuckoo in there. Let them walk. Let them run into a
What do you say to the taxpayer? What do you say to the taxpayer though that says I gotta keep this nut for 45 years on my tax dime?
Yes, you don't have a right to kill him.
See, here's what I think.
Just like he didn't have a right to kill your child.
Here's what I think. I don't think the death penalty works as a deterrent, and here's why. Because you kill somebody, you stab them 40 times, you do a brutal murder, then you get convicted, sentenced to death. You lay down on a nice soft gurney with a pillow, and they inject some drugs into an IV.
With a sterilized
right.
needle.
You inject some drugs into an IV, and they go to sleep and they die.
Yeah.
I think with the robotics we have nowadays and the technology we have nowadays and everything.
Stop.
You stab somebody 40 times?
Stop.
Strap them down, program the computer, and that robotic arm stabs them 40 times.
Stop it.
You know what?
Stop it. No.
That would give somebody a deterrent.
Stop it. No.
He let his victim live for 8 days before he finally killed him. Let him live for 8 days before you finally kill him.
Stop it. No.
I'm not opposed to building gallows and hanging people on the square anymore.
8 by 10.
Judge Roy Bean had it right.
I don't know.
Fed up with that. Public executions. That'll deter people.
Stop it. No, it draws crowds. Remember all the crowds that used to go by and look at it?
Well, yeah, it does that.
Yeah, what was they got a picture of Mussolini and his mistress.
Well, we're going to stay after.
Upside down.
We're going to keep following this story because I want a conclusion of the story. There's got to be somebody's got to be held accountable.
What's the court date?
They didn't say. They didn't say. They're still doing the investigation. Marion County Sheriff's Department.
It's Marion County.
Yep, Marion County. Worked at Evergreen Elementary. Yeah. We're going to take a short time out. We come back. We'll give you the sports wrap-up for the week, plus get you set up for what's coming up on the show tomorrow.
Oh, cool.
We'll do that next right here on 1370 AM, 96.3 FM. Hold on. Let me make sure I get this right, Joe.
Well, it's the source.
Well, now I've lost everything I had up here.
Oh, well, I can't help
Where did it all go?
I don't know. I'm over here.
Well,
you want me to get up and help you there?
It's supposed to be right here, but it's not.
I don't know what you did.
I don't know. Oh, there it is.
Okay. He found it.
WOCA, the source. The Ocala Golf Club, one of Ocala's premier golf courses, from its pristine 18-hole course layout to its amazing pro shop. Jason Linhart and the staff at Ocala Golf offer everything that you need for your golf outing. That's the Ocala Golf Club. Experience country club-style golf at municipal prices. You won't go wrong with the Ocala Golf Club. Call them for a tee time today, 352-401-6917.
There's a staycation right here in town. It's Super 8 Motel Ocala, right down the road on 40, just west of I-75. And they're pet friendly. Have truck parking, free breakfast, a swimming pool, a kiddie pool, and veterans get 10% off. It's a staycation at Super 8 Ocala. Call today, Super 8 Ocala, at 352-629-8794. Again, 352-629-8794.
Finally, shipping made easy. Just Ship is your answer to your shipping aggravation. They come pick up your package and ship it for you. birthday gifts, eBay sales, or an online return. Just Ship can handle all of them for you. Act now and you can save 20% on an annual subscription, which will take you through the 2020 holiday months. Go to www.justship.net now and take the aggravation out of shipping.
The NFL Alumni is sponsoring a Clay for Kids sporting event to benefit Champions for Champions. The event will take place at the Robinson Ranch in Inglis, Florida on Saturday, October 24th. Call 866-996-2182 for details. The NFL Alumni will provide gift bags, breakfast, lunch, and prizes. Call 866-996-2182 for details. Clay for Kids. Call 866-996-2182 for details. Hosted by the NFL Alumni. You're getting ready to move and you work hard. That's why you call Two Men in a Truck, 352-289-0666. You need pros. Trained professional moving experts to do the heavy lifting for you. That's why you call Two Men in a Truck, 352-289-0666. They care about your things as much as you do, and they do it fast and right. That's why you call Two Men in a Truck, 352-289-0666. Visit twomeninatruck.com and get moving.
2 Men in a Truck.
Brick City Creative Group is your one-stop multimedia destination. With the experience our team has, not many can really tell a story like we do. Specializing in live broadcasting, promo reels, film, and social media. No matter the story, we've got you covered with some of the best professionals in the industry. Your story is our mission. Find us on the web at brickcitycreativegroup.com or on Facebook at Brick City Creatives.
Howdy, folks. RL here for Dairy Queen again to tell you about what's hot and what's not. Dairy Queen has some of the best char-grilled chicken breasts on earth, as well as their chicken breast salad. And the burgers are exceptional, cooked on a real grill for the best flavor and less fat. And for dessert, blizzards are unequaled. Personally, banana split is my all-time favorite. Dairy Queen Silver Springs, where we always treat you like kings and queens.
Welcome back to Ocala Talks. It's time for local sports. Friday night became a celebration of 43 years in the making as the Denellen High School Tigers went into North Marion High School and got their first win on Northside soil since 1977. Yeah, you heard that right. 1977 is the last time Denellen won, while the Colts put up a decent fight to keep that record unbroken, according to Ocala.com. The Tigers proved too much for North Marion. They closed out the night with a 32-8 win. Great job by our kids, said Denellen head coach Price Harris. Those kids on the other side, Coach Carr, they did a good job coaching them up, and they played very, very hard. They just didn't give it to us. So definitely a hard-fought and fun game like it always is against North Marion. So Denellen, for the first time since 1977, wins at North Marion. Vanguard quarterback Alexander Law passed for 2 touchdowns, ran for another, as the Vanguard Knights special team scored twice in a 43-6 win over the depleted Westport team on Friday night at Booster Stadium, which you heard right here on WACOCA. We finally got it going, but we still have a lot of work to do because we want to be great, said Edwin Farmer, the head coach of the Knights. We want to play hard, be physical, and not make mistakes. Here it is, October, and this is just our second game of the season. We have to just keep our focus on working hard every day to get better. The loss dropped to Class 8A Wolfpack, who had a number of players out because of COVID-19, to 2-1. That's our sports roundup. I'd like to thank our sponsors, Ocala Golf Club, Just Shipped, and Brick City Creative Group. Check them all out on the web, see what they're all about. Our guest tomorrow, Chief of Police of the Ocala Police Department, Greg Graham, will be here for a talk with me. The Chief and I are not strangers to each other. We've done a lot of radio and a lot of video together. So he'll be here tomorrow talking about the men and women that wear the badge here in Ocala in these crazy times that we're facing right now, where the lack of respect for our men and women in blue is really, really in the forefront, and it's something that I just don't understand. We'll talk to the Chief about that tomorrow. Hey, thanks for listening to Ocala Talks with Tom Schmitz, 1370 AM, 96.3 FM, WOCA, The Source.
Broadcasting from the Paddock Mall Studios, this is WOCA, Ocala, Gainesville, The Villages, 1370 AM, 96.3 FM, The Source.
USA Radio News with Tim Berg.
This is going to be a long, contentious week. I would just ask one thing of the committee. To the extent possible, let's make it respectful. Let's make it challenging. Let's remember the world is watching.
Chairman of the Senate Judiciary Committee, Republican from South Carolina, Lindsey Graham, as senators continue to make their opening statements in the confirmation hearing for Supreme Court nominee Amy Coney Barrett. Democrats on the committee, including Senator Dianne Feinstein of California, are warning that the conservative Barrett would get rid of Obamacare.
Most importantly, health care coverage for millions of Americans is at stake with this nomination.
President Trump has signed into law the Not Invisible Act and Savannah's Act, two bills that address the issue of murdered and missing Indigenous women. This is USA Radio News.
Balance of Nature's fruits and vegetables in a capsule, changing the world one life at a time.
I had begun to notice after 10 days with Balance of Nature, I felt better, more energetic, and believe me, for me, that's something because I have energy anyway, but as old as I am, that was really something to start really noticing. You know, we're all responsible for choosing what our attitudes are, but I had a better mental outlook. I mean, I always try to be positive, but there were subtle things in me that I began to notice. I just felt a difference with this.
Get a wide variety of all your daily recommended servings of whole fruits and vegetables without having to leave your home. Right now, Balance of Nature is offering free shipping and 35% off on any new preferred order. Call 1-800-2468-751 or go to balanceofnature.com and use discount code USA.
Residents of the Gulf Coast say they've become numb to the number of storms forcing them to scramble.
Residents spent the weekend cleaning up new damage after Hurricane Delta roared into the storm-battered region Friday. Even though Delta made landfall as a Category 2 storm, the area was hit by Laura, a Cat 4 storm at the end of August. To make matters worse, insurance companies have nailed residents the last couple of years by raising the cost of insurance, making it difficult for them to cover everyday cost of living and keep their property protected. The area depends on fishing tourism. Between COVID restrictions and several storms this season, some are wondering if coastal living is worth it. For USA Radio News, I'm Val Dior.
Michigan Democrat Governor Gretchen Whitmer says she always felt safe despite a recent plot to kidnap her. On CBS's Face the Nation, Whitmer praising the Michigan State Police for the job they do protecting her. The men charged in the plot are also accused of trying to overthrow the government and start a civil war. This is USA Radio News.
Working from home? I'm Chad Dodd, veterinarian and consultant to Limp Bells. Here's some tips for keeping your dog fit while staying at home. Find 15 minutes twice a day and walk your pet at a decent pace around your place. Play hide and seek by hiding some kibble or favorite toys and letting your dog find them. If you have stairs and your dog is mobile, walk up and down twice a day for 5 to 10 minutes. Or better yet, try a power walk on your terrace or backyard for some fresh air. There are more helpful pet care tips at youmove.com, spelled YOUMOVE.com.
There will be no in-person Columbus Day Parade in New York City this year. The Columbus Heritage Foundation, which plans the event, announced the decision in a video posted to its website and YouTube